now that we have the name, the key questions are what?
Well, first of all, John, I know that what the name sounds like, but we don't know that it's a Muslim name. We know that it's an Arabic name. We don't know what this individual was believing in, and that's what they're going to be trying to determine.
All right, that was a good one. Joining us now is Brigitte Gabriel, president of Act for America and author of They Must Be Stopped. And check out ActForAmerica.org. Hello, Brigitte.
Hello, my friend. Glad to be back with you.
Always great to talk to you. All right, boy, the way the media and the president and even the investigators have handled this attack in Chattanooga. First of all, today the latest is they found a friend of the gunman, Mohammed Yosef Abdulaziz, and the friend says, oh, he used to talk about ISIS and said they were stupid. In other words, so this is the breaking news on all the mainstream media that this guy, the shooter, thought ISIS was stupid. What a crock.
A total baloney. And listen, with the investigation with a name like Mohammed, and they don't know if he's a Muslim. I mean, what do we have? Nitwits working for the government, trying to protect us, that make laws? You can't get any more Muslim than a name Muhammad. It's like a Christian naming their child Jesus, but you don't really know if they're Christians or not. It is ludicrous, the whole investigation. And I just saw the report that came out over the weekend to the intelligence agency that went out from the Department of Homeland Security to 18,000 first responders and investigators and FBI officials that said that they're not really sure what his motive is. They don't really know what. I mean, come on. The writing is on the wall. This is why it is so important in this country for the people to wake up and start asking questions from their elected officials, and especially now with the August recess coming, and all these elected officials are going to be in their local communities doing town hall meetings. But ask them the question. I mean, how long are they going to beat around the bush and not identify the problem? We need to protect the country.
It is insane. It's disgusting. And it's the most disgusting of all is Barack Obama sitting there in the White House right after the shooting saying, we have a name. He didn't tell us the name, of course, and saying it was a lone gunman. If you were just listening to him and didn't know what he was talking about, you would have thought some guy shot somebody somewhere for no apparent reason.
Exactly. And, they did not want to jump to conclusions, yet they jumped to conclusion in every other issue. And this is really what frustrates a lot of people, Steve, especially in the intelligence community, those of us who know, and we know that there are leaders in the government who know this stuff because we monitor it. We know the signs. This is not the first homegrown terrorist that we see. The writing is on the wall, yet they avoid addressing the issue. And it is a major problem. And I do not know if you read some of the latest research. We know that he has been out with friends of his training at a gun shooting range who are also Islamists. We know that he was influenced by a police officer who was a Muslim, who always talked about ISIS and sang the praises of ISIS. So we know there's actually a great article by Patrick Pooley in Pajamas Media that lists all the signs that I encourage people to go see. We do have the signs. We just need to start talking about the problem.
All right, let's move quickly to the Iran agreement and the fact that, and let's focus on, because I think this is very instrumental in your life, the destruction of Lebanon, and we talk about Hezbollah, and what the United States has just done, in addition to a million other things in this agreement, is that they have now given millions and millions, billions probably, of dollars to Iran so they can finance groups like Hezbollah.
Exactly. The number that I heard is 140 billion that Iran will be receiving in funding after this deal, which is really catastrophic. And here is why. We know already that Iran is responsible for terrorist attack on 4 continents. We know already that Iran is financing terrorist groups throughout the world, but in particular Hezbollah in Lebanon. We know also that Iran is funding terrorist groups within the Palestinian territories, within Iraq, within Lebanon. and in different other parts of the world within South America. Iran is responsible for funding a terrorist to even be smuggled to the United States through the Mexican border. So this is going to really cause a lot of problems down the road. But there is still a chance for people to act. Again, we have a month. We need people to call their elected officials, Democrats and Republicans, to let them know that we are against this deal no matter what. It is a major problem. We can still do something about it. And, you know, President Obama is telling us that, you know, it's either this deal or war. He's not seeing the middle ground. And
that is absolutely a false choice. Brigitte, great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We want people to go to our website, ActForAmerica.org, and sign our petition.
Gotcha. ActForAmerica.org. All right, folks. Jay Sekulow will be next. Don't go away. But first, we want your feedback. Let us know what you think of today's show and possibly the discussion we just had. Log on to Newsmax.com. I'm sorry, NewsmaxTV.com/comments. NewsmaxTV.com/comments. We're coming back.